trunk and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I got my... I go to hotels when I step out. Yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a... Yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happen when you give it a taste life, then you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake life, then the ape in. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that. You from the back of the... I got a girl, Brett. She go to battle. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that. You from the back of the... I got a girl, Brett. She go to battle.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down, it's Jones. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Detroit!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Charles. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Charles. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Let's go! 319! 319!
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Charles. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on third down.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Leopard! Leopard! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on third down.
All right, here we go. 319! 319! Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll set up to throw. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard!
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A give to Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And running with power here. Oh, and now he bowls him over. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
Leopard! Leopard!
This is Howard on 2nd down. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 3rd down, Elway. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Now the Packers get set to go. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
give is to Jones. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Detroit! Detroit!
On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll get this one up to the 26. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll drop the throw. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it with Jones. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Set. 319. 319.
On second down, Montgomery. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important third down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important third down.
Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. 6 yards. Check 6 yards.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Charles. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw now on 1st down, and that is incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and
woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I keeper. Them play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot for no zeros. Doubt you when no, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut, mayday. Bubbles and
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The gun. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here is complete. And he'll be brought down just.
Hey, Ayy, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no